Aloha from the beautiful garden island of Kauai. I'm Lucy Kauai Halau, owner of Kauai Vacation Rentals and Real Estate, the largest vacation rental business on the island of Kauai and among the largest in the state of Hawaii. This is the last episode in our 5-part series, and today we'll talk about living on Kauai. For those of you who are repeat guests, this material will be very familiar. However, for those of you who are planning your first trip here, these tips will be very helpful. Let's begin with a few important laws. Kauai does have a seatbelt law, and the police do write tickets, so always wear your seatbelts. Also, speed limits have been reduced in some areas, so always watch your speed, regardless of what the other drivers may be doing. In addition, Kauai now has a cell phone law that prohibits the use of handheld cell phones and other electronic devices while driving. Recently, the county passed legislation prohibiting drinking on all public beaches and parks after 11 p.m. This legislation doesn't affect folks who like to enjoy a glass of wine on the beach as they watch the beautiful sunsets, usually around 6 to 7 p.m., depending upon the season. Hawaii does not have daylight savings time. For all intents and purposes, Kauai prohibits smoking in restaurants and other public places, which is similar to most states in our nation. Also, virtually all vacation rental homes are non-smoking. Smoking is sometimes permitted outside the homes on the lanais or porches. In some condominium developments, there are designated smoking areas. Restaurants tend to close around 10 p.m. unless they have a bar. Gas stations are open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. The grocery stores usually close before midnight, except the Safeway in Kapa'a, which has extended hours. As you can see, people tend to visit Kauai for daytime activities. Kauai is no different from any other desirable resort destination in the world. So always lock your vacation rental home or condominium, lock your car, and avoid taking valuables to public beaches. Also, please note that all beaches in the state of Hawaii are public. People who are familiar with tropical or subtropical living are very familiar with creatures and critters that also inhabit the area. The state of Hawaii has no snakes, crocodiles, or alligators. Since we're surrounded by the Pacific Ocean, you may see whales, monk seals, sea turtles, dolphins, and beautifully colored fish if you like to snorkel. It's very unusual to see a shark, and a warning system is in place should this occur. Of course, be careful in all tropical areas because beautiful foliage and plants do provide a perfect habitat for various insects and spiders. Yes, we do have harmless little geckos that can run through all homes, as well as small toads that may appear in your yard when it rains. We also have cane spiders and centipedes, as well as common flies, mosquitoes, and other harmless bugs. At Kauai Vacation Rentals, our accommodations are on regular pest control maintenance programs. Also, island-wide, we do have wild chickens and roosters who do like to vocalize occasionally throughout the day. It's simply part of island living. In fact, you may even see little chicks running through the plants as you leave the airport. Occasionally, you may see cats or dogs without homes. The Humane Society does an excellent job of collecting these dear animals and finding homes for them. Although it may be tempting, please avoid feeding wild animals. Now let's talk about ocean safety. It's true, many ocean-related deaths in the state of Hawaii are visitors. For those of us who live here, we talk about respect for the ocean. So always approach the ocean with great respect and caution. Don't underestimate the undertow of the ocean. Keep one eye on the waves and the other eye on the shore. We do have sudden rogue waves that seemingly come from nowhere, and they can capture you very quickly. There's an old Hawaiian saying that we all know: never turn your back on the ocean. In fact, water safety is so important to us that there's a great website, KauaiExplorer.com, which offers great information about seasonal ocean conditions and water safety. Approach suntanning with much caution. 20 minutes of sun on Kauai is easily equal to 1 hour of sunbathing in the Midwest. The same word of caution goes out to golfers as well. Let me take a moment to talk about tropical heat, which is much different from hot regions on the mainland. warm tropical breezes truly do air condition the island. Everyone adjusts quickly. In fact, many guests find themselves saying, the grocery stores or shopping mall stores are too cold. Get me back outside. It's true. Yes, Kauai is pleasantly warm, and yet it is simply not excruciatingly hot. Kauai is an island that abounds with absolutely beautiful mountain trails which promise unparalleled, breathtaking views and photo opportunities. Frequently, hikers from around the world come here to go hiking. Take the time to research the level of difficulty of any trail you may choose to try. The most famous trail is called the Kalalau Trail along the Nepali coastline. This is also the most challenging, best suited for more advanced hikers. Also, you may consider contacting the Sierra Club of Kauai because they organize wonderful hiking adventures. Although bicycling is very popular in many states, it doesn't share the same popularity here. Currently, a trail is being carefully constructed along the ocean so it will travel from Lihue to Kapa'a. The main road is really not designed for safe bicycle travel. Kauai, like all tropical islands, focuses on water sports such as surfing, windsurfing, and the latest trend, stand-up paddleboarding, and of course, scuba diving and snorkeling. Most folks from the mainland do notice a difference in grocery prices. Yes, they are higher, though more recently, guests are remarking that the gap in prices between the mainland and Kauai is narrowing. Perhaps that may be due to the presence of Walmart, Kmart, and Costco. If this is your first trip to Kauai, be sure to sign up for your discount cards at both the Safeway and Foodland grocery stores. You can do this at the service counters and your cards will be issued immediately. As we bring this series to an end, we'd like to spend a few moments on the topic of island time. Yes, it's true. Life here moves at a slower pace. We look at it this way. Behind the phrase island time lies the word relax, and virtually all visitors conclude their trips with the discovery, I'm so relaxed. Finally, always remember that we are here on Kauai to help you with your vacation plans. Feel free to call us at the office 1-800-367-5025 or 808-245-8841. You can also email us at aloha@kvrre.com or visit our website at kauaivacationrentals.com. So here's wishing you and yours the most relaxing, peaceful, and memorable trip in your life. And may it begin here on the magical garden island of Kauai. On behalf of all of us at Kauai Vacation Rentals and Real Estate, we're sending you aloha from paradise, where you can see a rainbow, make a wish, and let your dreams come true.